Hello, everyone. It is so good to see you all again. It is Tuesday, and that means it's time for the last ideal. Last week, we had our fantastic girly pop episode, the episode where everyone gets to watch our two girly pops do their thing, train, fight, and conduct themselves as they wish. It was grand. It was fantastic. I had a great time. We brought the boys back. You know, they're on probation, but they are back. And it's it's time now to see exactly where everyone is, what's happening, and I think what we're going to do I'm going to ask Alstrom. Alstrom, about a week has passed. A high storm has come and gone. Any spheres that you have would be totally charged. You've been making progress on different fabrials with the kids. And my question to you is, where would you be midday about, you know, you've been working on one of the fabrials that the children have been working on. Tarav and the other kids are, you know, doing what they do, kind of being ragamuffins, but I'd like to know exactly where you are, what you're feeling, and what you're doing.
I think he's making lunch for everybody. Maybe like he's trying to make chowder wraps and trying to like get the recipe down for the kids. He knows they like it.
Okay. Fantastic. You are in the middle of slicing up this. So, chowder is essentially a pressed, formed, and spiced loaf of meat. It's very much allegorical to the real world. Like doner or shawarma or any other shaved meat that would be put onto a spit. So it would very likely be that you're within the kitchen and are preparing this chowder. You have your sort of dome oven that you've put the flatbread into to cook down. You've started slicing off meat and preparing, you know, the little like pickled vegetables and the different sauces that would be for chowder. It's involved, but really only if you haven't, you know, gotten the sauce ready or put all the meat on the spit. But you've got it down to a bit of a science. Shockingly. Alstrom and Alshir, although they do spend a ridiculous amount of time, you know, researching and conducting business, being, you know, shop owners and having lives, you've somehow managed to come to Kholinar and establish a little bit of your own culture and some cultures besides your own. Like it's sort of a melting pot here. Alethi children sort of are playing down in the research lab where they've started to expand a little bit outward. And Alshir is down in the actual shop, you know, acting as the face of the operation as she usually is, and you're upstairs in the kitchen making lunch. Alstrom hears a sudden crash. You hear Alshir scream. You hear the shouts of children. And then you start to feel the vibrations of wave upon your leg. Bad. What do you do?
I pull in some stormlight and run towards the screaming. Trying to see what's going on.
The sphere lamps inside of the kitchen grow dim. As you pull in a glut of stormlight, you feel that wind and that raging essence sort of roaring through your veins and your body, to the point where it almost feels like the rattling of your bones. It's shouting for a way out, and you sprint down the stairs into the main shop, and you see the door has been kicked open. Alshir is held at the point of a sword, and you see 7 men, all wearing the colors of the Cobalt Guard, the Honor Guard of Queen Aesodan. One of them, wearing a plumed helmet, is the one holding the blade to your sister's throat. And he turns up to you. And he says, Vlickle, right?
What is that the name? Who? What are you doing here? Who are you looking for?
I am looking for a man who is a known ally of Nev the Knife, Berdalar Juror, and someone who put the lives of many in danger at the Palace of Kholinar. The night the Everstorm hit.
So, then why are you holding my sister? Can you release her?
Someone who has come into the Palace of Kholinar. And under such subterfuge, leaving 2 guards dead, and Queen Aesodan in shambles. Those people have forfeited their right to safety. I am here for answers. I encourage you not to lie.
What do you want to know?
There is a Bright Lord that was in attendance the evening that the palace was hit by the Everstorm. That people panicked. Queen Aesodan was hit with a bit of mania. 2 guards lay dead. And the Bright Lord that we have in our custody has all sorts of things to say about you and Bertalar Juror.
And you believe him, why?
When you have stripped a Bright Lord of all of his titles, and you have strapped him down to a stone floor, and you slowly pull pieces off of him that will never grow back. He gives you the answers that
You'll
you
believe
need.
anything that person says. That's weird.
It led us here.
So what you're saying is you think Bear and I and this person named, what was it, Nev the Knife, killed a couple of guards at a party?
Yes, that is precisely what I am saying.
But so none of your guards or anybody else at the party knows what happened. And you're taking the word of somebody who was drunk and that you tortured?
Well, this one wasn't drunk.
No, but at the party, wasn't everybody having fun and having a good time? Who knows what they saw? That was a wild night.
This Bright Lord attacked several guards and attempted to abscond with certain relics that were inside of a chapel within the Palace of Kholinar.
So you caught him and he's trying to blame us, other people?
This is one piece of corroborating evidence. The other is a well-known confidant of Queen Aesudan herself. He has a history with Mr. Juror.
And what was your name again?
My name is High Captain Toriel.
Did you say Poriel or Coriel?
Toriel. With a
Toriel.
T.
And sorry, but have I met him before?
You have heard of High Captain Toriel. High Captain Toriel is is one of 10 of the High Captains of the Cobalt Guard, the standing 100 of the Queen's personal guard retinue. It is a rare occurrence that they leave the palace at all, and when they do, it is matters of high import. You see this man standing here before you, blonde hair speckled with black, bright gray eyes, severe, intense, stern look, furrowed brow, strong jaw.
Well, so you want to talk about what happened? Totally okay. I was making lunch. If you want some, I could make some for you and your men too. I probably have enough. And we can talk about what happened.
You are being accused of high treason and an attempted attack on Queen Aesudan herself. We are not here for any sort of fraternization. You will come with us. You will submit to our questioning. You will give us the answers that we want. And if you are lucky and we think that you are telling the truth, you will only spend a significant amount of time in prison. At that point, you see a guard coming up from downstairs with 2 of the children in tow.
Which ones?
Karav and Talav. Van is nowhere to be seen, the oldest boy.
Okay. Just give me a moment. I gotta get something, and I'll be right back.
You hear Wave in the back of your head. These men, they will kill. They will hurt. They will maim.
Okay.
You are lying. You should tell the truth, Alstrom. What are the words? The children need you. Don't be a coward. And then you hear like static come from him, like as if he's just not, he's barely holding it together. You feel him swarm across your back. And then you, for the very first time, hear very much panic in Wave's voice. Alstrom, please. I love these kids.
Oh, I wish people would trust me. I know. I joke around a lot, but I just want, because I hide my own anxiety. Just want people to trust me, to believe in me, without having to prove it. I just want to trust myself.
Do you want it, or will you do it?
I'll do it. I want to make an illusion of myself and attach it to Wave. And send a Wave out there with them.
What is the illusion?
Yeah, just ready to go with the officers, and then eventually it'll run out. But then hopefully in that amount of time, we can escape another way.
Okay. So you shape this illusion, and I will ask you for a that would be an illumination test.
Mm-hmm.
A 13. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to roll with a 13. Okay. Describe to me exactly how you would like to accomplish this.
Well, yeah, I was hoping that I could like duck into just a different room really quick, like I said to the soldiers,
Yep,
like, "Hey, I'll
absolutely.
be right back. I just got to get something."
Yep.
And then I'll tell Wave as silently as I can, like, "Okay, I need you to trust me. I'm pretty sure I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna put an illusion of you on me. Or I'm gonna put an illusion of me on you. Sorry, I'm so. Go with the soldiers until the stormlight runs out, which won't be long, and then they're gonna get really mad, and you are gonna need to disappear. And
I
and meet
am
me.
scared.
I'm so scared too. But we can do this to help everybody. Okay? There's a park nearby. We can meet there, and then we'll go to. They didn't mention Fira's name, so maybe we'll go to her.
What about Alshir?
Do whatever you can to leave them here and only take me. Okay? I know you can copy my voice.
I will do what I can. And you breathe out the stormlight, and Wave takes on the form of you, complete with the goggles, the eyes, everything. He like murks his jaw for a second, kind of like looks at his hands, looks at his feet. Alstrom, you're very close. If it gets scary, say the words. You can say them, please.
Okay.
And then with like a strange sort of feeling, you see your own face like screw up in worry. And then he turns around and heads back out the door. And he's like, "Hey guys, I'm back. I just had to grab a bag of spheres so that perhaps I can pay the tolls at the gates to the palace district." And they say, they give him some jabber back. Alshir makes a bit of a commotion. You do hear a little bit of a tussle. And then they are out the door.
I'll wait a minute.
Okay.
And then I will very stealthily check the other room to make sure there isn't someone left over, and then see who else is here, see who else I can find. Maybe Van is still in here. Yeah.
You go down into the basement to check if Van is there. And I would like you to make a perception.
13 again.
You find a small note that has been scrawled, and it says, "I don't know how I did it, but I look like one of these stupid guards. Alstrom, you need to help us." And then it's the V of Van.
Awesome.
And
it sounded like the soldiers took everybody.
The soldiers took everyone.
Okay. Finding that note, I am going to run after and follow. I'm gonna get outside and then follow stealthily behind the group.
Yeah,
so
as you go to leave
the stormlight disappears.
Yeah. As you go to leave, though, as you go to leave the basement, you stumble across an unconscious guard. They are half immersed inside of now hardened creme, and they have a clamp that is around their throat, which is a half-made pain reel.
I take the pain reel off.
Okay.
Leave the guy there.
Yeah.
Leave him a glass of water. No, I'm just kidding. And go.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you head out. Sorry. So continue what you were saying.
I'll deal with him later. Sorry.
Yeah.
But I want to, if I can see the group.
Yeah.
I want to be able to see the group when the illusion disappears, because I believe that'll make some chaos, and I'll be able to capitalize on that.
Give me a stealth, please. A 15 on stealth. Okay. You follow the troop. They aren't looking for anyone else. They think that they've absconded with everybody from the building.
Ooh. And then, oh my god.
Okay.
No. Okay. Yep, go. Yep, you're good.
They think they've absconded with everybody from the house. And thus, they aren't looking around too terribly hard. And it has come to the point where everyone is in view, and you know after so much experimentation that the stormlight is about to run out on this illusion.
Are there other people on the street?
Yeah, 100%.
Where are we in the city?
Midday, you're walking through.
Midday.
You're in the sort of the market district, like the more eastern side of the city. So you'd be moving south, and then you're hitting like around the environs of like the Temple Ward and the Palace district. Yeah.
Yeah. And then what I want to do is then make an illusion over myself to look like somebody only the kids and Alshir would know. Like like a regular customer or somebody that they would think would be helpful.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Like somebody that they would like at least like pause to look at in like a commotion, and then I could give them a signal to let them know it's me, or at least like Wave might be able to.
We can go off of like a customer. Yeah, we can go off of like a customer for sure. Yeah, absolutely. You take on the appearance of this customer, and you start moving in like near towards the group of moving guards. Everyone is getting out of their way. The honor guard does not get out of the palace very often. They are essentially cutting through any of the foot traffic like a knife through butter. And what would you like to do as you get closer and closer while wearing the guise of this regular customer? You're very certain that everyone would absolutely recognize.
I think I like hide behind a wall for just a moment to like catch my breath and calm down and like calm my nerves. All right. I can do this. Wave is there. Alshir is there. They're all there. This is very not good. I can trust myself. I can trust myself even when no one else will, even when no one else can. I have to trust myself. And I go back out onto the street.
As you walk out into that street, that rumbling, benevolent voice echoes in the back of your mind. These words are accepted. And in a moment of radiance and light, this explosive Lightweaver symbol bursts in frost on the ground underneath you. There's no good way to hide this.
I'm
And
okay with that.
light radiates out from it. You are considered empowered for the scene, infinite stormlight. And as you step out and the light erupts around you, the honor guard whirls. Captain Toriel reaches out his hand, and you know in your heart of hearts that you've got 10 heartbeats. And you think, that's all the time I'm going to get. That's all the time that I'm going to get. And then one of his guards truncheons him in the back of the head, sparks and motes of light falling away from his body as you see the form of Van with mist and light pouring off of his body just slam into the back of Captain Toriel's head. And you will gain the surprise on this initiative, and you will gain a full round of actions before anyone else.
Okay. You want me to roll initiative right now?
No, you get the full round before anything else happens, and depending on what you do, this may not last.
Yeah. What I want to do is I got a bunch of stormlight. I want to put... Okay, hear me out.
Yep.
I want to put up a bunch of illusions on everybody, on the guards and my friends.
Okay.
And, like, switch them. I want the guards to look like the prisoners, and then the prisoners to look like the guards, so there's just fucking chaos.
So I'm hearing that you're wanting to accomplish a multiplicative light weaving.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, okay. Fantastic. Give me an illumination. And yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's absolutely it. Yeah, hit me with it.
Illumination?
Yeah, that's an illumination for sure.
Oh. 12. Oh.
A 12? Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the illusion that you were going for?
I just wanted to put illusions on like Alshir, and Parav and Talav and of like guards, and then make three guards look like them.
Oh, just full chaos. Okay, cool. Yeah. Let me roll. We're gonna do 2 rolls, one for Toriel and one for the guards proper. Okay. The time starts to pass. 6 heartbeats, 7 heartbeats. Mist starts to form in the hand of Captain Toriel. You're in the chaos, and this moment of eruption of power around you. He has been struck on the back of the head and still recognizes that you are the threat. He starts to march towards you, unaffected by the illuminations. The rest of the guards are in a scramble. But the most unfortunate thing is you see that they still have Alshir in their grip. The kids have been transferred into guards. One of the guards has had Alshir in his grip. That's still a problem. And the children, being network trained, sprint away from the action. There is no hesitation whatsoever. Karav and Talav move. Van immediately moves to intercept the one that is holding Alshir, and then that leaves it to you. You have made your illumination. If you wanted to, you could take a fast round in initiative or a slow round in initiative. Either way, you will go first as per the rules of the Cosmere RPG.
Okay.
Because he's going to be taking a slow round.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a... Yeah. Wait. A fast is 2, and a slow is 3.
Yes. Yep. 2 actions on a fast round, 3 actions on a slow round.
Yeah, I'll do a slow round because I get to go first. So, how far away is he from me?
Perhaps 15 feet.
Okay. Want to make a distracting illusion?
Yeah.
You create a brief burst of light and sound that attacks the senses of targets near you. Yeah, I want to do that and then run towards Van and Alshir.
Okay. You run towards Van and Alshir. You sprint towards them. You've made the distracting illusion that will give him disadvantage, and he can't graze on any of his attacks. And as his shard blade manifests at the very end of his hand, you see this wicked serrated blade, something that looks more akin to a carving knife extended than any sort of elegant blade. And he simply goes to slash out at you 2 times. What is your physical defense?
14.
14. The first attack will miss, and the second attack does strike.
Oh.
Yes, and so we will roll on the injury chart. You will immediately take 11 points of damage. And you are considered... Oh. The blade strikes you, piercing through, hitting you in a few vital spots in the torso. And you feel that point deaden inside you. And you simply take the wound. There is no actual physical detriment. The injury rolled very luckily. You simply see a gray line through rib and torso. You make your way to Van and Alshir. And what would you like to do?
I look to them and I say, we need, Van, we need to get out of here. Van, we need to get out of here as soon as possible. I'll make a distraction and follow you. And then I want to, using my creme reel, make the ground all mush in whatever direction that we're going to lead.
Yeah, you take the hand of Van. Alshir starts to run with you. Alshir's, you see the sweat pouring down her face. She is so stressed. She is so horrified. She sees the shard blade. Her eyes move from you to the blade to you, to your glowing, radiant skin, and just no words. All panic. You've seen her in this state maybe once before in her entire life when, like, she had broken an arm falling, just this sheer childlike panic. And you start running off without her, with her, and you turn the ground to Krem behind you, and then she looks to you, and I think your presence may be enough. Can I please get you to roll a discipline?
Yeah. Oh. Do I get an advantage because I'm empowered?
Yes.
Okay, 19 and a 3. 19.
A 19. This roll really represents one thing, and it is the fact that you have been a good brother. You have been family, you have been a loved one, and you have been a confidant and a trusted individual in Alshir's life. And when you slam that creme reel into the ground, turning the ground into mush, and she sees Van, you recognize that Alshir may be made out of sterner stuff than you had thought. And she momentarily turns around. And you see a look of inspiration go across her face. And she takes a canteen off of her belt. And she slashes it with a knife, pulls the ice reel out of her bag, and creates a sheer rink of ice in front of the area of mud, making it even harder terrain, and you both just sprint away. And as you glow and as you run, the citizens of Kholinar watch. They see what can really only be described as a heretical Knight Radiant sprinting away from the honor guard of the Queen of Kholinar. And we are going to zoom out from Alstrom there. Berdalar, where are you?
Since things are weird at home, Berdalar has been spending a lot of time in his safe place up at the top of some of the wind sails near Little Herdaz.
Okay.
He's got his book in his hand. He is learning to. He's very, very, very slowly starting to write. Most of what's in his book is still glyphs, but there's, I think, a couple words here and there of the woman script. Just little ones.
As you sit, writing, meditating, thinking, coming to terms with your life in the past few weeks, months, trying to plan and recognize the fact that your mother is not who they said that they were. Your father may not be the man that you thought that he was. Your friends and your allies, even your enemies, have become more complicated day by day by day. The literal royal and political structure of the nation that you have lived in and served under for so long is unraveling and becoming something violent and dire. You very much get to check off one more moment of weirdness in your life, but your role will allow you to find out how weird you recognize it as in the moment. Can I please get you to roll a perception?
Perception.
Yes.
Is this a high stakes moment, do you think?
I think
don't
you
know.
should raise the stakes, yes.
Great. So that is a 13, and I'm going to re-roll my opportunity or my stakes dice.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So that's actually a 17 with a complication.
A 17 with a complication. Okay.
Yep.
You are looking down at your book, enjoying the wind in your hair, feeling all sorts of feelings. And then you open your eyes to the horizon, past the wind blades of the city that you live in, across the river carved plains that surround Kholinar. And it is a dot in the sky that is just above you. And you almost wouldn't have recognized it except in your entire life, you have never seen something of such a small size obscure the sun. It is coming down at you, the sun kind of blinding, but you notice that speck, your paranoia paying off, as you see a trail running behind something that is flying towards you. And it gets closer, and it gets closer, and it gets closer. And Bertalar...
can I make out what it is as it gets closer?
Bertalar, you see a red and black-skinned, pike-wielding, cloth-trailing singer, you think? Elegant ridges upon the skin. Brilliant red eyes, and it gets closer, and it gets closer.
I draw in Stormlight.
Your complication. You draw in Stormlight just in time. I'll allow you to take the dodge action if you wish to impose disadvantage as this creature tries to skewer you through.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Okay. What's your physical defense?
Now, because it's your speed plus your strength. So right now it's 15.
15. The pike slams into the stone of the Windblade, and you feel the chips of stone bite into flesh from the sheer impact of it, and then they twist away like a ribbon on the wind. And you hear Tila in your head. I don't know what that is. I do not know what that is.
So it jabbed into the stone with its spear.
With its
You
pike.
said?
Yeah,
It's
with this like
pike?
Yeah, it's pike, and then it pulls it back out and it spins away back onto the wind.
Okay, I'll draw my side sword and knife if I think it's coming back for a second run at me.
It seems as if it is going to make a second run at you. Yes.
Okay, actually, not the side sword and dagger. I'm going to instead draw my side sword and my grappling hook.
And your grappling hook, okay. You hear it speak out in incredibly accented Alethi. It simply says, "Child of honor, you die here today. I can smell you, my spren. Smell you, the unmade. Smell you, and you stink, and you will die." And then it makes another pass.
Oh God. Okay. Can I take the dodge action again?
Yeah, you absolutely could.
I will do that because I'm freaking out.
Okay. You are struck. You feel the pike burn and stab into your flesh. You take 13 damage.
Boom.
And you feel something horrifying as your Stormlight bleeds away. Please mark off 2 investiture as you feel the rushing storm inside of your body ebb, as you feel very much like you have been severed in a very strange and spiritually jarring way.
Okay. Yeah, Bertalar, I think that jolts him into action. Okay, and so while whatever this singer is swings at him, I think Bear is going to try and wrap his grappling hook around its leg simultaneously. Is going to try and at least latch onto some part of this person.
Yeah. I will take. You know what? I think you tell me what you think it would be. I do believe that would be either in athletics or in agility.
I would like it to be an agility.
I could definitely hear it being a finesse sort of situation, and it would be agility. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's not great. 14.
A 14. They will make a counter agility. This creature's like the wind.
Yeah.
You see the rope go over them. It's about to hit true. You're ready to yank on the cord and pull fast onto them. And then you recognize that this is not flying, as they are suddenly yanked downwards and out of the actual reach of your cord entirely. The acrobatics that they show is a little bit staggering in midair. And they are going to come back unless you have another action.
That's 2 actions to try and grapple with the hook.
You've got 1 left.
Sorry, I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to... Okay, let me think really quick. Okay, this thing, flying thing, Sons of Honor, maybe something to do with them, something to do with Bakaran, possibly. Yeah, okay, screw it. I'll banter. I'll use my banter action.
Okay.
I'm just going to say, oh, Mancha, I don't think Bakaran's going to like this.
You see no recognition on the face.
Oh.
They swoop at you again. Their pike is not facing towards them. They have it trail behind them. And I would like you to make an agility as they try to touch you with a bare hand.
Oh, that's really good. 22.
A 22. Their fingers just barely graze your skin, and you feel just the faintest pull upon your core. And it stops. It couldn't find purchase. But they were about to yank you off of this wind blade. You hear Tila's voice in the back of your head. We need to get off of this blade. We can't be up here with them.
Okay. And Battler's going to pull back in the grappling hook, hitch it into the side of the wind blade,
Yep.
tie it around his waist, and jump.
Give me an agility.
That's so bad. 7.
You've tied it around your waist. This was a moment of panic. And you feel it yank against you. And while the rope does stop, this is not graceful. And you feel a jolt of pain in your side and a crack of rib. And you take 5 points of damage. And you are dangling now about 40 feet above the ground. The singer creature is still floating in the air, but you've gotten a little too close to the civilians below. They aren't trying to chase you down. This felt like a message. They make a strange symbol at you with their hand. and then they bolt back into the sky in the
I
same
make
direction
a strange
as the
symbol
sun.
with my hands right back.
You make the Herdazian symbol for brotherly love. And then, and then, yes, you hang, dangling in the air, 4 stories above the streets of Kholinar.
Taylor, what in damnation was that thing?
Fused.
What?
It's Odium's generals, his soldiers. They're back.
Okay.
The armies
Bear
are coming.
starts to pull himself back up the windsail to get to the stairs.
Okay, so you're telling me that what is going on? Why did he can smell you? Is that what he can smell? Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know what they can actually smell, but I think they can sense that there's radiance in the city. I think Odium's telling it.
Telling it what? That we're here?
That we're here.
Okay, hold on. I might be not too altogether. Odium is the bad guy, right?
Odium's the one that created the Everstorm.
Oh. Okay.
Bear dusts himself off and is going to pour the rest of his stormlight that he has pulled in to start to heal his wounds. Cause ow.
Yeah. Tila says, I don't know what to say. I knew it was possible. It's a real desolation. Bear, it's a real desolation. They're all back.
I don't really know anything about that. Tell me about the real desolation. What's the difference?
The fused return. They go to war against humanity to see who will survive. It's a war of destruction. It's not one of conquest or resources or anything. They're here to destroy us. Every Parshendi on Roshar has turned into a soldier for Odium, and his fused are awake. And they're coming to Kholinar.
Did they come back?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Can I roll a lore check?
Yeah.
On about the desolation?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you might know more. Tila has memories from prior ones, but not the grander history of Rosharan desolation lore.
24.
24. Desolations are well-documented phenomena that the Voidbringers will return, and that they will reap destruction upon Roshar, that the Knights Radiant are responsible for them in some sort of way, and it's all very attached to Vorinism and the will of the Almighty, that the Voidbringers come back to do war against humanity, to slay as many people as possible, and if the history is to be believed, every single desolation has put humanity back a little further and a little further and a little further. There have been relics that have been found from bygone civilizations all across Roshar, bronze artifacts that were from years when they should not have been capable of them. It went from bronze to Stone Age implements, to Iron Age implements, to Stone Age implements, to farming, to all of the anthropological and archaeological records that you have ever heard about, which, as a light eyes with a and education, the books that you've read have led you to believe that there has been a cycle of destruction, regression, rebuilding that has always been connected to the conflict between the Knights Radiant and the Voidbringers. It is circumspect whether the Knights Radiant were responsible for the desolations, but you know that there was an event called the Recreance, in which the Knights Radiant threw down their blades and caused the desolation that you now have lived past and through.
Bear will share with Tila, all of that information so that she's caught up at the very least.
So
they're working with the same info.
She takes in that information. She gives a bit of a nod of the head, like a lot of that makes sense, like she's being retold information that she might have known. I think we can do this. Right?
Oh, we can
do this.
Sure do this.
Yeah.
I might need a better sword, for sure.
Or at least a bigger one.
Yeah. Something, that can actually... Like, did you see how long that thing was? It was like...
Yeah,
it was like two of me.
It was big. It was big. Okay. Yeah, okay. It'll... Maybe it was just a scout. Maybe it was just a scout and we have time. I think we have time. It takes a long time to muster armies, gather equipment and food. Singers still have to eat. Singers still have to drink. They still need weapons and armor. It can't all happen overnight. We have time.
Why did it come for me? Because I'm with you, right? That's why it picked me.
It has to be. That can't be. I don't believe in coincidence like that. It has to be. They said they smelled us, which I think they were just being storming dramatic, if I'm honest.
Do you think it's you and me, or do you think it would have been, if Alstrom was up here with Wave, they would have came for him instead?
I have no idea. I wish I knew.
Okay, well, I guess we gotta go tell some people that there are flying... It sucked out my stormlight right out of me. You know that? Did you feel that?
I felt it. I felt it.
What is going on?
I don't know. I really don't know. We need to solve our problems here in the city. We can't fight on two fronts.
No, we can't.
No.
I
and
don't
Tila
think I can deal with whatever that is.
So severely just says, we have to deal with Rave.
Okay. Yeah, no, we do.
We can't. And the sons. Oh, God.
I'm gonna try something really quick.
Okay.
Just, you see that thing come back, pull me out, okay?
Okay.
And Berdalar is going to search the past.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Instead of looking forward, he is going to look back.
Absolutely.
And he knows that someone hired that assassin to kill his father. He knows that took place. And I think that is the event he is going to focus on. He is going to try and look back to whoever put a hit on his father.
So this was what? How many years? 5 years ago?
Yeah, about that.
About that. The DC for this is going to be 20. I'm going to ask you for a
I'm going to raise
lore
the
test.
stakes on this one.
I would raise the stakes, yes.
Oh, so that's a 20. Wait, hold on. What's my lore? It's 5 plus 5, right? Yeah, so that's a 20 on the dot with an opportunity.
Ooh. Okay. You sit and lean against the cool stone of the Windblade, feeling a connection to the stone of Roshar, pushing yourself to direct your vision to see past events, and in a very kaleidoscopic rush of light and sound, you hear different things from your life. You hear snippets of daily life from Kholinar, people trading spheres for all these different goods, of troops marching in formation, the coronation of King Elhokar. You see all of these different events. And you look. You know where your father would hang out. You understand where he worked. You knew his colleagues. You understood his friends and his workmates. All of the different people that he would corroborate with. And you try to key in to anyone on the emotion of betrayal and of hurt towards your father. Who would want to hurt him? Who would want to kill him? And you see it. It is Rave. It all comes back to Rave. He stands across a desk in a gambling hall that is not yet his. And he says, I know what I saw. That man's a storming Radiant. And the Suns aren't going to stand for this. I'm going to have him killed. Have you ever seen a man float 6 inches off of the ground? No, I didn't think so. And then the man across the table is standing backwards, face towards a bookshelf. Dusky skin. Hands clasped behind the back. A blade on his belt. One moment. And you hear a voice come from the man. I understand. These Radiants do need to die. And it is well within the jurisdiction that you hold in this city for you to call upon the mercenaries that would do the dirty work to have this man killed. Are you looking for authorization from me in this moment? And Rave says, yes. Yes, I am. He stands in my way, and he stands in the way of the Suns. Amaram has given us the exact orders that we need. And frankly, it's time. Do you know what crimes he's committed besides heresy? The crimes that he has committed: falsifying legal documents, destruction of property, Murder. He has taken justice into his own hands. He has killed 5 of my men, and he is trying to dismantle my organization. In a blue-black uniform, silver armbands, a straight sword with very little ornamentation materializes in the man's hand. And you see him turn around. You can check the chat for the picture. You have full authority to kill him. It is well within your jurisdiction. I would do it myself, but you have asked. Understand this. Knowing the secrets of the Radiance makes you vulnerable to the predations of Spren. Should you take any oaths, know that I will be hunting you next unless you swear yourselves to the Skybreakers. And me. And Rave says, I would never side with that of the heretics. I will kill. It will be quick. Make it so. And then the vision fades. As you recognize the face of the man who killed your father.
Yeah. I think, Bear kind of comes out of his reverie.
Okay.
I saw him.
Smiles at Tila.
I saw him. Bear, that was... It says,
Oh.
That's a herald, Beardalar. That's Nail. They're still here. They never left. Storms.
Are you telling me that Nalin Ilim killed my father?
You see her scrunch up her brow and shrink ever so slightly. Yes.
Because he
was like you. He wasn't working with the Sons. He was... Oh, Bear, I'm so sorry.
Life before death, strength before weakness, journey before destination. Right?
Right.
It's time to be strong.
Yes.
We're going to war.
I know.
And yeah, Bear starts walking down the wind sails to find Dervin.
I think we're gonna zoom out from Berdalar. And folks, that is where we are going to take our human break. We are just about right on time. So please take this chance. Go grab some water. Grab a snack. Tell your mom, dad, sister, brother, local congressperson, etc., that we are live telling Cosmere stories. And we will see you in 10. Hello, everyone. It is us. I hope you told your dog that we love them. But on a more serious note, Fira. I think... Do you want to be before, in the middle, or just after a sword lesson with Tira?
Let's do just after.
Okay. The young girl and daughter of your Captain Tirael has been making fairly fantastic progress. She is a whiz with the blade, and you see a very much duelist mentality start to take over your young ward. She gets a thrill out of facing someone in pitched combat solo. She doesn't talk about being a soldier, and she doesn't talk about being some sort of man of the line, holding a spear and fighting for honor and all of these different things. She talks about how she wants to be this greatest swordswoman alive, and she wants to show all the boys, and she's tired of everyone treating her like just a little girl. And she's making good progress. And you hear Frame's voice come from the back of your ear as you're looking on Tira, taking off her, taking off the gambeson and putting away and wiping off the sweat from the training blades and all of these different things. The sort of discipline rigmarole that you've conducted for yourself 1,000 times. You hear Frame from behind your ear. Fira, there are 6 individuals that are outside of your house right now. All of them are carrying blades, and they wear the colors of the man Rave. I believe that we should prepare to be attacked at any moment. Are you ready for that? There is a young child to consider.
Ooh. Thanks for the warning, Frame. And Fira, I think, immediately is going to breathe in Stormlight.
You breathe in Stormlight. And Frame takes a moment. I do not know if I will be able to restrain myself in the presence of the young lady. How do we feel about me being more revealed during this combat?
I'm whispering to him because I'm assuming she's just getting, settled. Her father already knows. I think that time has passed.
You stand. Do you draw your blade?
I turn to Tira and I say, don't put the blade away yet. I think danger's here, and I need you to get out and get to safety if I'm right.
Danger? What do you mean?
Just listen to me. And yes, I'm going to draw my blade, but I think I'm also trying to hear if I hear them outside. I want to know what method they're trying to. I'm trying to listen to see if they're saying anything outside my door or if they're going to barge in. Because I want to prepare.
Do you want to peer
to
into
do something if they're going through
Shadesmar
the door.
and try to see them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a transportation test.
24.
Ooh. Fira, you are so incredibly acquainted with the different military strategies of the Alethi armies. You understand breach and clear mechanics when it comes to clearing homes and rooms during a siege. You see 5 men standing behind a single man that has an outstretched hand. You are catching hints of insight. You feel killing intent. They are here to end you. This is not a fight for dominance. This isn't to capture. This is not friendly. This is not anything other than a stark assassination attempt. And within Shadesmar, there is something else that is glowing. There is a sphere that is held aloft by one of the human-like flames that represent a person within Shadesmar. And it's something that you have seen perhaps only once or twice in your entire life. The man that is at the very front, who is holding their hand towards the door, is holding a soulcaster.
Okay. Yeah, there goes my plan. How many exits and entrances does my place have?
You have a front door, you have a back door, you have a balcony on the second floor. Those are the only methods of egress.
Mm-hmm. And they're all in the front right now.
They are all at the front door. They do not know that you know.
Mm-hmm. Realizing this, I'm going to snap out and I want to transform my front door where they all are into... I want to make it so it doesn't open like something absolutely more solid than it already is. I never fixed my lock.
Yeah. All right. Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a transformation test, turning solid into solid. What are you choosing to turn it into? It matters.
I've been practicing. Do I know, because Jem doesn't, do I know if there are any solids that are harder to soul cast than others?
Metals.
Okay. I want to turn it into steel. How's that?
Sure. Yeah, that sounds great. Absolutely. Yeah. It would have made a bigger difference if you decided to say, like, I turn it into stone. I turn it into, I just make it a bigger wood or anything like that. That would have made a difference. You're turning it to steel. Give me the transformation roll.
That's 14.
A 14, which is solid to solid, which does work. You spend an investiture, and the door turns into solid steel, and you hear a shout of frustration as you hear a hand bang into the side of the door, and again, and again, and then sounds of frustration, and then you hear in a muffled voice, "Get up on the balcony. Get up on the balcony now. She dies tonight. And then
I want to grab your.
Yeah, and then you hear from another voice, "What about the little girl? I saw her through the window. She's not a part of the plan." And then you hear, "She goes too." And you grab Tira, and what would you like to do?
I want to go. They're still in the front.
Yep.
They're looking to go on the balcony. I want to go out the back door. I want to make it hard for them to get to me. That was my goal with the door. Make.
Oh my gosh!
struggle
Yeah,
with
give yourself a chance to get out the back door. You start running towards the back door. You head towards the back. Frame gives you a quick. I believe that they are going to be running after us with great haste. This is their play. We need to run quickly. Where should we go?
Public area. What time of day is it?
Her lessons take place in like mid-afternoon, just about dusk. Like once she's done with school and everything.
I think her goal is to go to a public area where they could slip away, like out of sight, get lost in people.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's midday.
Can I please get an agility roll from you?
Mm-hmm. Raise the stakes.
Please.
As well. It's a 14.
A 14?
And nothing on the stakes.
Oh, okay, perfect. You start running throughout the back door and maneuvering through the alleyway that is just behind your home. You start sprinting over boxes and through the alley. You have Tira up in your arms at this point, and you see the men scrambling out the back door as you're ducking into another busy street, and you see that they don't seem to care that they are openly running after an officer within the Kholinar wall guard. There is no look on their faces other than to get their quarry. But they do look panicked, as you have gotten away from the place where they were going to surprise you and kill you in your own home. They start to run, and they start to get after you. And even with all of your agility and all of your athleticism, unfortunately, they are faster. These are trained killers. The man in the front is, you see all of them as you actually see them chasing behind you. You see them wearing the red band of Rave. And the person that is at the front, you see that about half of their face has started to turn into a smoky substance. They are soulcaster cursed. They are starting to succumb to something that you know is supposed to be a well-kept secret of the Alethi war machine. Soulcasters are usually, and the Ardents that use them are very much usually kept under lock and key, and when they soulcast things, it is not supposed to be seen by anyone of common birth. But this man is running in the streets after you, half his face made out of some sort of smoky material. And you see him hold his outstretched hand, press it down into the stone, and then you feel the stone underneath your feet turn in an explosion of smoke into nothingness, and you fall into a hole. What would you like to do?
I can't react to that, can I?
You can. You will be able to have your action. This is now going to be proper initiative.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ooh, crap. How deep is the hole?
About 10 feet. You are also
Is it,
completely
like,
obscured by smoke. Nope.
Yeah.
Perfect square. You take no damage falling into it. This is a method to slow you down and obscure the sight around you. The eruption of smoke roars through your ears and fills a space far larger than you would have imagined. The mass of stone turning into an equivalent amount of smoke is an eruption and fills the street.
Do I? So it's like smooth on the walls of this hole and nothing to grab onto.
You could easily jump and get out.
Okay.
It depends. You have transformation yourself. You could try to turn the smoke back into a certain amount of stone. You could try to create a set of stairs for yourself out of the stone that is of the wall. A bunch of different things come to mind, whether it be transformation or a bit of transportation, see the people that are around, or transportation, see the people that are around you. Frame is acting as your eyes. You hear him. He can seemingly see inside of the smoke, and he says, "They are moving. And I believe that they have made a sort of gambit in order to slow you down, but they cannot see within the smoke either." Tira is coughing up a fit. At this point, she is crying, panicking. She just says, "Fira, please, what's happening? What's happening?"
I want to I want to enhance myself. I can do 2 actions on a fast.
If you take a fast turn, it's 2 actions. If you take a slow turn, it's 3.
Yeah. Okay. I want to enhance to increase my strength and speed.
Okay.
And then I want to not remove the smoke, but I want to transform my way an easy path, like set of stairs out of this hole.
Absolutely. Yeah, give me a transformation roll, please. Solid to solid.
Well,
A 12? That does barely work. So, you feel the stone shift. You simply need it to change shape. You don't even need it to change. You have the quickest conversation. The stone doesn't resist. And you push through and you climb that staircase out onto the street. Tira coughing, not being able to resist. And I am going to make rolls for the killers that surround you. 3, 4, 5, 6. Only one manages to make their way to you in the smoke and murk. Their blade is drawn, and they are going to attack. What is your physical defense?
14.
Okay. With a 14, Fira, you feel the hot bite of steel as it pierces into your shoulder, and you will take 8 points of piercing damage. You feel blood staining your hava, and Tira screams out in panic and fear. And it is back to your turn.
All right. Her main goal is to get Tira out of here, I think. I'm just looking at what I can do. And there's still a bunch of fog around me, right?
Yeah, the smoke has not dissipated whatsoever.
Cool. Would I have to disengage with him, since there's smoke, would I have to use disengage as an action?
Would you like to simply run as fast as you can away from this engagement?
Yeah, she doesn't want Tira to get hurt. I think it would be different if Tira wasn't here.
Absolutely, yeah. You make a split decision not to fight, but to run. And you sprint as fast as you can out of that smoke, Tira in your arms, bleeding from a fresh wound. And you breach the smoke, and I will ask for an athletics to keep your legs pumping, to keep yourself moving. Stormlight rushing through your veins.
And raising the stakes.
Absolutely.
What's a one? A one is
A complication.
But adds
+2.
what? Okay. $13.
Okay. You're sprinting, you're running. There was only one of these killers that actually kept wind of you. And he dashed as ferociously as he possibly could after you in the streets. And I'm going to ask for a very important roll as he closes the gap and attempts to rip Tira out of your arms. The young girl screams, lets out a cry of anguish as this killer's hands wraps around her wrist. And can I please get an athletics? Raise the stakes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. So 4 is nothing, right?
4 is nothing.
On the
Yeah, correct. Yep.
18 on
An 18.
athletics.
Okay.
Yeah.
You pull Tira out. Actually, describe to me how you disengage from this man. How do you break the grip?
I think she uses something that she's been learning, like one of the sword maneuvers she's been learning or fighting maneuvers she's been learning, where she steps into him to replace where he's holding Tira with her and then pushes him away.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You kick him away. He falls backwards. You gain momentum. And eventually you break onto a very busy street. You find yourself breathing heavily inside of a crowd. And no one is chasing you. Tira is crying, coughing, panicking. Some people are looking at you, strangely, as you hold this crying child. What do you do?
Am I near any place that I know or consider safe?
There's plenty of
where am I in
places
the
that could be
city right now?
considered. There's plenty of places that could be considered safe to Fira within the city. There are guard barracks that are all around the walls. There are businesses that would support you. Your apartment is just outside of the market. You could make your way into the market. You could make your way to Captain Tirael's guardhouse, making your way through crowds, or perhaps finding a wall guard escort. There would be guards that are stationed at different positions within the city of Kholinar. You could probably flag down a few and get an escort. There's options for you, certainly. Where do you go?
I think Fira is nervous that some of the wall guard might not be trustworthy.
Yeah, yeah.
I think she's gonna go to the market. These people have helped her already.
Oh my gosh, okay.
She knows there's a lot of eyes. There's a lot of places that people instantly recognize her.
You bring Tira along to the market. And a few people sort of flock around you as they see you with Tira and Tira crying and wailing. And eventually you're brought to the Horn-Eater establishment.
Yeah.
The large Horn-Eater woman makes a place for you, a Lucamore.
Mm-hmm.
Makes a place for you. Sits you down. She puts her huge hand on the top of Tira's head. No crying. Crying is for the men. They cry when they are hurt, but you are strong. You will be a swordswoman, yes? And Tira's like, yeah, I'll be a swordswoman. Swordsmen cry. Swordswomen? And then she tilts her head up to her. Kill men who cry. And then Tira's like, yeah, and wipes her eyes away. A bowl of candied fruit is brought out, put on the table, and you get a chance to take a breath and evaluate.
I want to speak to this woman in Ukawaki because I don't want to freak Tira out anymore.
Totally.
She already is.
Totally.
I'll just explain that I just got ambushed by men and describe what they're wearing, and that I need someplace safe to hide until I can get to Captain Tirael's guardhouse.
Airsick killers. I hear what you are saying. Yes. If they come in here, I will pull pieces off of them until they leave you alone. You are safe here. You say they are from this man. They have the patterns of red upon them. Rave is not welcome here in the market. If he steps foot, his men will be beaten. You are safe here.
One does have a soulcaster.
If he decides to come here, then we will have a soulcaster.
Thank you. And I'll turn to Tira and check in on her.
She's eating candied fruit. A little shaken. Pretty stoked that there's candy in front of her. Little kid logic. Yep. Can I go back home?
Not yet.
My dad's going to be worried.
We need to find your dad.
Those were bad men.
Right now, it's not safe. Yes, they were.
Why didn't you kill them?
Because I needed to keep you safe.
You can't do both?
I'm not going to put your life at risk, Tira.
It's pretty clearly written on her face that she thinks that you're, fibbing. That, you totally could have taken them. And she gives you a little, a look of childlike scrutiny.
I appreciate the vote of confidence, Tira, that part of being a fighter, part of being a soldier is knowing when you have to run to keep others safe. It's knowing when to disengage. The odds were not in my favor, and I'm not letting you get hurt.
I don't think you would have let me get hurt. Because I don't think that you do things that other people would do.
Well, I didn't let you get hurt, and that's why we're here.
Yeah, but I think you could have beat them all up. I'm pretty sure. That was scary, running through the smoke. Yeah, and the fall. I didn't like that.
This is why we train.
Yeah, okay. Okay. But next time,
we'll be stronger.
That's right. I'm going to be way stronger, and I'm going to cut him into a whole bunch of pieces. And then you hear Alucamore say, and you will make them cry. And I'm going to make them cry. I like this girl. Like, rustles her hair. And you hear an Unkalaki. So, Feraniel, when were you going to tell me that you were inundated with a child? That is a great burden and a great gift.
I think Fear will laugh at that. Like, all the stress of everything that just happened and just comes out in the laugh, so it seems like really out of place in that moment. She's not my child. This is I train her. She's Captain Tirael's daughter.
Captain Tirael. He is
A friend, an ally.
I see. I thought that he would not have a child.
Why?
Just a feeling. The gods tell many secrets.
I think Fear is just gonna squint her eyes at that, like, okay. Well, you know, I never actually thought about it.
Does he have
He's
a
not-
wife?
Like, I know he's not married, right?
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't have a.
Yeah,
He doesn't have
yeah.
a wife. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
And Fear is like realizing she never actually thought, but oh, he's not married. Yeah, weird.
Right. Well, would you perhaps like to go to where Captain Tirael is? We can leave the bar. I will take you there.
Do you think it's been long enough?
I think that I am not scared of killers who would target a single woman in her home.
I'm just more worried about this one.
You worry too much.
Keeps people safe, though. Keeps
Keep-
people alive.
She makes a face. Keeps people scared. Keeps people in one place. Keeps people simple. Sometimes you need to climb a peak. And I think it is your air sickness talking. If we find these people, we will take things from them that they will never get back. And teach them a lesson.
Oh, I plan to, but not with her next to me. She doesn't need to see that either.
Unkalaki blood. Not an Unkalaki brain. All right. We can wait.
I think while she'll agree, but I think while waiting, I think she also wants to heal herself.
Oh my gosh, yeah, absolutely. You spend an investment, and you can also spend a die. You could simply recover once per scene and get your d6 back. Yeah, roll a d6, get your HP back.
Heal 4 points of health.
You heal 4 points of health. Okay.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah. You take a bit of time. No one has come in. No one has come in.
Yeah.
Dusk is starting to hit.
I think she'll use the cover of dusk to try to get there.
Yeah, okay. Alukamore's coming with you.
Cool.
Yeah, she literally just puts a a sign on the door, in just a glyph that you read the glyph, and it quite literally says, "Don't come." That's it.
Yeah.
Very simple. And you make your way. Can I please?
Before she goes, Vera's gonna not wear her military uniform. She's gonna put her scarf over. She's gonna learn use what she learned from Nev and Bear.
Oh, give me a
try and
stealth.
disguise herself.
Give me a stealth. Yeah, absolutely. Hit me with it.
She's pretty noticeable. So.
I would say that she is.
That was not. That is a nat 20 for a 22.
Ooh. Alukamore goes ahead, and it is as if you are not traveling with her. She quite literally moves ahead of you. She knows the way to get to the barracks, and Fira is moving, face obfuscated, totally ready and capable of moving darkly through these streets, and you make very quick time. You arrive on the steps of the barracks, and you recognize that you are a few hours late.
Oh no.
You see at the intake desk Captain Tirael in a tizzy. You hear him shouting, "Her place was torn apart. Completely torn apart. I need to find my daughter. There is no time." And then turns around and sees you.
I got her out, sir. She's
What
with
happened?
me.
Come here, Tira. Tira, happily jaunts over to her father. We will speak of this in the morning. You can stay here in the barracks tonight. I need to take care of my daughter. And Tirael scoops up Tira in his arms, whips around, and storms off to go further into the barracks. You hear Frame from the back of your ear. I believe that went better than I thought it would.
Which part?
Pretty much all of it.
Yeah.
6 men, 1 with a soulcaster, and you got away.
It was close. It was too close.
Yes, but you were not disappointing. You ran well. You hid well. Obfuscated well. You do not walk the same path.
But now I'm frustrated.
Why?
Because how dare they?
How do they know
And
who
I
you
ran.
are?
Exactly. I think I did what was right in keeping Tira safe, but part of me also feels like that was cowardly.
I think that you still have tendencies that are from a life that you are no longer trying to lead. You ran instead of fight. You hid instead of confront. You could have turned the floor beneath them into boiling, roiling metal. But you did not. You could have turned the stone into steam, scorching their flesh. But you did not. There were options, and you chose to run. Because it is what Fira would have done.
Yeah. That's why I'm feeling frustrated.
Your frustration is valid, but you should turn those into feelings of retribution. Push yourself to a greater height instead of sitting in worry and frustration. This is a hardship that will turn you. Are you not worried?
Not right now. No, I'm angry.
I have a suggestion.
She's safe. I was worried. Yeah, let's go.
We should go and find Navali. She is the best killer. And then we should find Bear Delar. He is the best tracker. And then we will find Alstrom. For he will turn the very soil into grime, and we will lock them in torment. These 6 can be hunted this night. I trust that they still look for you. Perhaps we let them find you.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it.
You feel a smile creep onto Frame's lips. You are close to saying the words, Feraniel. Do you know them?
I don't think I do yet, Frame.
I can feel our bond growing. You become less of a failure every day. Your friends can rely on you. I can rely on you. Let us kill the killers. And I think that's where we will zoom out from Fira. I need a cat door.
You really do.
So, Navali.
Yeah.
Can I make an assumption? You can correct me if I'm wrong, of course.
Okay.
And we can pivot.
All right.
Are you in the sheath?
Yeah.
Okay. You are sitting in the sheath. You've enjoyed a meal. It's past dusk. It's about the time of night that Navali usually gets active.
Yep.
The kids are all here, the ones that remain. Falarin is also present. Everyone's in house tonight. You hear laughter.
Good.
Kids are painting. More ribbons of cloth have went up. And this place is looking more and more and more, almost like a little town, like a little microcosm of the poorer districts of Kholinar, but more affluent. The kids don't have to pay up on spheres. They're starting to get more confident. They can cause a ruckus. They can go and take things. People are giving them things. Cutter's gone. And that fact has started to resonate throughout the underbelly of Kholinar. the oppressive air that surrounded the thieving guilds, the network, those are gone. The Dreyer is starting to become a memory. You sit in a moment of peace, perhaps even a little bit of comfort. And then you hear it. There is a tremendous crash that comes from the top of the network, or sorry, the sheath's entrance.
I am up and moving immediately.
Falarin gives you a singular worried look.
The traps.
And then you head up the stairs and you see it. The door has been cut asunder by what can really only be a shard blade.
And this was the door we made into a hidden door, right?
This was the door that you had made into a hidden door. No one knew about this. No one. You look for evidence of a body. One of the false floors has given way. One of the large weights that hang in the ceiling has given way. There is debris and stone that lay across the floor in the entrance. And you stand there in silence. Falarin beside you. You wait. You sit. And I would like you to make a perception check.
Okay.
Raise the stakes, please.
Okay. Perception. 21, and a blank on the opportunity die.
You look. And then Jez appears right on your shoulder in a small ribbon of light. There. And he points, and you see a small fissure growing in the hole that has collapsed on the floor, the stones atop it. And it is burning, and it is burning, and it is burning, and the stone looks like it is turning to ash. And in a burst of dust and ash and slag that paints the sides of the entrance of the sheath, a man pops up, one that you have only heard described. The one that had the meeting with Klim. The one that had cut the hole in the wall at Honor's Hold. The Radiant that held the shard blade. The Thalen man.
I immediately draw daggers and breathe in stormlight.
Your skin mists off. Little tendrils of light coming off of you. Falarin squares off,
Stay back.
pulling a sword off of his back. He takes the step back. He doesn't try to have any bravado. He understands. He's been your second forever. And he falls into lockstep with you. The man stands there looking at you.
Let me ask you this. Is it part of your credo to kill children?
I am not here to kill.
Then what are you here for?
I am here to talk with the Radiant.
That would be me.
You've kept yourself very hidden.
It's almost like there's a reason for that.
Lawbreakers are so very much outside of the protections of breaking and entering. And so I saw it just to come here in such a way.
Just.
You, Berdalar, Feraniel, Alstrom, Radiance, all of you. Do you wish to have this discussion here? I will give you the grace of not revealing what I am and what is to come in front of your children.
Have children started to gather even though I told them to stay down?
Absolutely not. They stayed down. They understand the purpose of the traps.
How do I know if I leave here with you that you aren't going to do something to them?
I do not have jurisdiction to slay those that are underneath. The crimes that they have committed do not justify a penalty of death, nor a penalty of pain. The laws of this land dictate as such.
Can I insight him?
Yeah, please.
Okay, that is 12.
A 12? What are you trying to learn?
I want to know if he's being truthful.
As far as you can tell, this man is very much telling the truth. If there's any nuance to that, what the exact letter of the law may be, you don't know.
I don't know anything about laws. I think Nev looks to Falarin. Stay here.
Are you sure?
I think for the first time ever, she hesitates. Yes.
He takes a second. Don't die.
I'll try. And she'll look to the Thalen man. Let's go.
He turns around, steps out, and waits for you.
I will sheath my daggers, though I don't want to, and step out with him.
Within the antechamber that leads into the sheath, this large cistern area, he turns and wheels back at you. I have been given a dictation to deliver to you, and then we are to have a dialogue. You understand?
I understand.
Radiance of Kholinar. You are an unprecedented facet. Odium did not predict you. Thus, an offer will be made. You will lay down your arms, and you will be given an honorable station within the armies of Odium. You will stand beside Fused. You will stand beside Heavenly Ones. The Sons of Honor will be yours to command. If you do not, you will be rent asunder, and treated like chattel, as will the rest. No one will be spared.
You want us to lead the Sons of Honor?
Yes.
Why?
You are more powerful. It is simple. Power breeds respect. Action breeds respect. Prowess, determination, passion. These are the things that Odium desires. And from what we have seen and what you have clearly displayed, you are filled with these things. In a short period of time, your oaths are becoming sealed. You are simply an enigma.
She just kind of, you know, you got a lot of nerve coming into my house and making threats. Only to ask me, offer me, demand that I take this job?
So you decline.
Yeah, storming right I do.
In a
I'm done
heartbeat.
working for little men.
In a heartbeat, a shard blade is in his hands.
I draw daggers.
Then come, little Radiant. And that is initiative. You will go first.
Yep.
What do you choose to do?
Damn right. Oh man. I'm gonna lunge at him so I can gravitate him backwards as quickly as possible, as heavily as possible.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to send him flying backwards away from me.
Yeah, hit it. Absolutely. Give me a gravitation roll.
Hooray. That is +4. Bingies crossed. I'm actually gonna raise the stakes on this.
Okay.
Hell yes. Okay. It was a blank on the opportunity. I got a 16 on the die, so +4, dirty 20.
A dirty
hit him.
20 to hit him. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I just need to check. Let me check very quickly. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Oh yeah, perfect. That's just against physical defense. You move him. Okay, in the gravitation. Okay. The ceiling is 30 feet tall in this cistern. You've got 60 feet away from you in either direction. So, what direction do you send him?
I don't know how many times I can infuse myself without having to roll. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna surge him upwards and follow.
Yeah. You surge him upwards. It does work. He is not considered. He is considered restrained until the next. The start of your next turn. The restrained action. His movement becomes 0, but he gains disadvantage. But he does still get his actions as you dash after him.
That's fine. I'm ready.
He slashes out with his shard blade. This thin, wispy, waving blade. and you see the slash coming. And what is your physical defense?
15.
A 15?
Yep.
This Skybreaker, so very, very closely, shaves just the tiniest bit of skin, and he does graze. He's going to use a duelist maneuver in order to, it's practiced kata. He's going to use a maneuver in order to graze you, and that graze is going to deal 7 points of damage. Deflection does not reduce any of it. But you do not suffer an injury. As the flesh along your clavicle goes gray, you lose a little bit of strength, but nothing detrimental. And then it is back to your turn. Oh no, sorry, it is not. It is not back to your turn. He is going to try. He is going to try to get out of the restraint.
Good luck.
Yeah, he's going to try to escape. If they're flexible, yeah, absolutely. So this is. I think the DC is going to be 15 for him because he does also have gravitation. Usually this would be a 20, but it says that I can dictate how the condition gets removed early. So he applies gravitation to himself, trying to push against your lashing, literally trying to lift himself against the ceiling towards you. There is something about Nev's lashings that just push a little bit harder, that just move a little bit more fiercely. And this man is still pinned as you apply lashing after lashing to this man, having touched his body. And that is his turn. Nev, what do you do?
I am going to start with Cheap Shot.
Yeah.
So I lose a focus. It allows me to make a thievery versus cognition while raising the stakes.
Yeah.
And if I hit him, he is stunned.
Okay.
Ooh. I'm going to re-roll that because it was cocked. Okay. Womp womp. It's an opportunity which I can spend to re-roll, which I would like to do.
Okay.
Because I rolled really low on the die, so that's so much better. That is 16 to hit cognition.
16 does not hit this man's cognitive.
Damn. Okay.
You
That's
have
one action.
Yeah, that is one action. You have struck against so many different opponents that do not understand the cheap tactics of a thief, going for vital spots, weak points, genitals, eyes, throats, pressure points, and even being lashed to the ceiling. He blocks with elbow, knee, ducking his head down to avoid any of the pressure points that you strike, and you're a little shocked by that.
Okay. Well, I think I can technically still attack because that was only one action.
Yes.
Yeah, I am going to do that. Better yet, I'm gonna keep playing dirty. I'm gonna grapple him.
Yeah,
I have
okay.
a +5 to my athletics.
Sure.
Oh wait, no, I don't think I can do that. I cannot. Grapple counts as 2 actions, sorry.
Okay.
Yes, that's 2 actions, and on a quick, I only get 2. And I've spent 1, so I'm gonna use my knife.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna keep raising the stakes, baby! Hiya! Okay. That's probably not enough, but I did get another opportunity, so I guess I could roll again. It was +4, 13 to hit physical.
Oh.
But I did get an opportunity, so I can re-roll.
I would re-roll that.
Okay. Yes, that's a dirty 20.
Ooh, that does definitely
I got a
strike.
16
Yeah,
on the
roll the
die.
damage. Absolutely.
Let's. Oh, okay. 1d4 +4. which isn't going to do much because he is invested. But I got a 4, so 8 keen damage.
The slash takes the man a little bit by surprise. He's going to attempt to get out of the restraint. Oh no, it's only until the end of your next turn. So the gravitation has ended.
Yes.
Yes.
So that would mean he's falling if he's not lashing himself upwards.
He is lashing himself. Yeah, he has. They have fly speed just like Windrunners do, as long as they have investiture.
Okay.
He is going to disengage and move as quickly as possible to flee. He says, "This is an improper duel. I do not have jurisdiction to fight against cheap tactics." Quite literally. He says, the honor of the duel has been forfeit. You fight not with blade.
What do you mean? I just used a blade on you.
Your blade struck flesh, but you attempted to attack me with knee and bite and gouge. A child of honor you are not. A child of the law you are not. I do not have the jurisdiction to fight you this way. Say to me that you will not fight me as such, or we end this now, and we can fight another day.
She kind of squints. She's like, I don't know what the storms you're talking about, but if you're saying the fight's over, you better not come back here.
He
you know what's
he
not
spits
honorable?
on the ground.
She's gonna do it right back. She also spits on the ground. You know what's not honorable is attacking children in their home.
Honor is law, and law is honor. This was not a fight. The moment you took opportunity as such. And he zips out from the cistern and into the sky.
What does Jez say? I need to know.
Jez looks at Jez is like, Skybreakers. Oh.
What the storms was that?
That is a man that follows the letter of the law, no matter where it lands. He has been told how to duel, and he has been told how to respect the law. He has been told the exact letter of things, and he follows them.
Does he know that I don't storming know the law?
It doesn't matter to him.
She finally relaxes after like he's gone, and he stays gone for like a good 10 seconds, a good 10 heartbeats, and relaxes. Lauren?
He comes trotting in.
Is everybody okay?
Kids are fine. Yeah, they're all right. They're resetting the traps, actually.
Great.
A couple of them grabbed spears, started setting them up. What the storms was that?
That is... Jez, what did you say he was? A skybreaker?
Skybreaker. Lawbringer.
Lawbringer, blah, blah, blah. I don't know anything about this stuff. I really... She just shrugs. He can fly like me, but he cares about the law and said that our duel was unlawful. So he ran.
What?
Yep. He said we would fight another time and left.
But you started fighting him. I heard the commotion.
Yeah. Yes.
And then he stopped?
Yeah.
Did he say why?
Apparently, I was using unlawful techniques to fight. She looks so confused, like, I don't...
Did you get him in the spear pouch or something?
You know, I did get him with... I was getting him with... I got him with, like a cheap shot, kinda, but not really. I was trying to, keep him from doing damage to me.
Yeah.
And he said it wasn't correct.
Oh.
I don't know what the storms all that means, but
Okay. Okay.
do you know anything about dueling?
No?
Okay, me either.
Definitely not. Swords are involved? You get in a circle?
Nev remembers that she's floating and like goes down to the ground because she's like all jittery. The adrenaline is still like rushing through her body. She was ready to kill this man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't either.
He offered me a storming job.
What?
And I said no. He wants us, me and Fira and Bear and Alstrom, to lead the Sons of Storming Honor.
What?
And he said he's talking about some guy named Odium. What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Jez pipes up. Odium is like the opposite of honor.
We'll storm that.
He's evil.
I don't want to work for them.
No, you don't. You really don't. So, I think the other Radiants and you should get together and have a discussion. If Odium's involved truly and this is another desolation, we need to talk. If the Everstorm is here, I think time is ticking.
We gotta move. How did he find out where we were?
I think if they have Radiance with them, I think it's the same way that we find them. I can't see all the Spren.
Yeah.
The only person who'd be able to see them is Fira. Maybe Alstrom.
Storm it. She's still holding her dagger. She like yeets one at the wall just out of frustration.
Yeah. As a show of a little bit of strength that Nev's been gaining, it sticks into the wall a good 2 inches. Falarin just looks over. He's like, that's going to be a bitch to get out.
Whatever. She's like shaking her hands out and pulls out the knife.
Falarin comes over and like puts a hand on your shoulder. Like, hey, it's going to be all right. This will be all right.
They know where we live.
Yeah, and the traps worked. He was a Radiant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, he didn't get in. Where's going to be better?
I don't know.
This is our home.
It is.
And we can fight.
She looks really upset by this.
Yeah, of course. No, we will be fine. We have to be fine. The kids are done running, Nev.
I can't move them all again. I can't do that to them again.
No, look, that's their home
unless
down
there's
there.
no choice.
Yeah.
Not unless there's no choice.
Exactly. Jez pipes up. Unless we build a tower and a bunch of battlements and we can move them into there, a more defensible position.
Giselle!
I'm sorry, it's a good idea. Fine.
Towers and castles and battlements cost a lot of storming spheres that we do not have.
I heard that Alstrom has an infinite supply of money. That's all I'm saying.
What?
That's all I'm saying.
I don't know where you keep hearing these things.
I don't know how he transformed anything into aluminum.
Are they all like that?
What,
The
Skybreakers?
Yeah.
Most are worse.
We can use that to our advantage.
Well, he's about to go and get jurisdiction for fighting in a dirty fight. He just didn't have it before he fought you.
So he needed okay.
Oh yeah, they need permission for everything. But once they get
I've never been more glad to be a Windrunner.
Well, I mean, to explain...
I don't have to ask for, like, permission to do stuff, right?
Well, you should.
Nah.
Well, there's a difference between you should and you have to. That's the difference. You should ask permission, yeah. My advice is worth its weight in spheres. So, I mean, you should be asking for permission, or at least advice, but you don't.
When do I get a blade like Fira? Oh.
Sorry.
Zale,
Yes.
when do I get a blade like Fira's? How
When
long?
you say the words.
I said the storming words. I did it twice. What do you mean? There's more?
You haven't said the right ones.
Huh? Okay. Fine.
It's the way it works.
I guess
There's...
we should repair what we can.
Well,
and...
there's certain things about you that you haven't overcome yet. I cannot be a sword for you.
Okay. That's maybe a conversation for another day.
Yeah, I would say so. I think the
I looked
conversation for
foreign.
now should be with your other Radiants.
Yeah, I need to go. Storm it. What if they're all fighting people like that? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
She looks at Falarin. I need you to stay here, to help them with the traps, to... Oh, I really don't want to leave right now.
He grabs you
Point of
by the...
order.
Yep.
I just want to say Bertolar was definitely on the way to the sheath from earlier today.
Perfect.
So.
Yeah, we could definitely say that
That's true.
you'd be
do
arriving.
technically know where to go. Yes.
Yeah, we can say you're arriving soon, but Falarin definitely like grabs you by the shoulders. It just says, "Go.
Okay.
You can't babysit us all the time.
I know.
We survived before this."
Before this, there weren't storming radiants.
He takes a deep breath. If you turn everything into the worst case scenario, you will put yourself into a hole. Go get your friends.
I'm going. And she'll slip out of his grip and
I think we can zoom out.
yeah.
And what I would like to do, in the interest of time and brevity, is everyone has sort of been encouraged to go and find the rest of the Radiant group. And I think the Sheath is a very common gathering place. Bertolar was heading there. I think Feraniel could be contacted by Bertolar. I think Alstrom may be heading there as well. Perhaps bringing Alshir and Van to Lav Karav. And you bypass all the traps, you get inside. And I think you all are sitting around a small cook fire. A little stove that's been set up, like a little metal stove that's been set up by the children, and are sharing a meal. The kids have recognized that Nev is upset and that bad things are happening. And so perhaps to Nev's delight and Feraniel's chagrin, the spiciest curry that they have ever mustered is what is stewing in the pot.
them so much. I think Nev doesn't stop pacing like a caged animal until the food is actually served.
Yeah, a shared meal.
She's just getting done explaining everything that just happened and the conversation she just had with the shard bearer. Because we don't have a name for him, right? The Thalen man?
We got his name when we ran into him.
I believe it was Kamara.
Kamara,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
I think it was Spira and Bear when we ran into him way earlier.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I tell you guys everything that he said. The whole conversation, the fight, everything. Him leaving, all of it.
I think Frame is making it look like he's sitting on a stool. And is like a full-sized person. Wave is on Alstrom's jacket, pulsating a little nervously there. Alshir is sitting around the little stove as well, having taken a bowl of the curry, taking a bite, regretting it, putting it down. Van, Karov, Talov. Actually, I do have a question. I know that Bertalar said that he was heading to the Sheath, but you did say that you were going to collect Dervin. Is Dervin present as well?
He was picking up Dervin.
That's
on the
what
way.
that's what I wanted to know. So Dervin is also present. Dervin has sidled up and taken a suspiciously close seat to Fira. Just sitting beside, looking at the fire, looking at the curry, looking at anything other than Fira. And the rest of the children are kind of flitting about, trying to act like they are not listening.
That's everything. That's storming everything. Pacing.
Yeah.
Pacing.
Are we like assuming that we all shared what happened to us?
No, you can speak out and tell the story because if unless you're saying like I tell everyone every single detail, you might want to leave some things out or describe it in a certain way, or you can totally tell your stories the way that you want to.
Mm-hmm. Fira is not eating the food, and Fira looks like very serious, and she tells everyone what happened and how she got ambushed at her apartment, and she was with Tira, and that she wants to go out now and find them. And she's looking like at Navali in an almost like an intense like pleading, but not like a pathetic pleading, like a I need your help, but I want to go find them now.
You want to go find the men who were after you? We can do that. I just need a bit of stormlight and I can go now.
So, before we go right now, for the record, I am in. Let's go and yeah, but first I think it's important to know that I was attacked today by a flying singer who carried like a 10-foot long spear, and it sucked.
Like at your house? Where were you? Where was this?
Oh, I was doing important detective things on top of the top of the wind sails. So, I mean, it was kind of my fault.
Tila speaks up. He was writing.
Nice.
So,
Are you
anyways,
okay?
no, I'm fine. But he did pull the stormlight out of my body, or she, or they, or whichever. Like through the spear, when the spear went into my leg, it pulled out. It pulled it out. So apparently that can happen.
It was horrifying.
Pretty sure it was gonna kill me,
Felt
but
like
then it didn't.
I think we got lucky.
Yeah.
Do you remember the one of the high guard captains tried to arrest me?
What's his name?
And Toriel?
Oh,
Tori? Yeah. And with the help of Wave and Van, we were able to get away safely. Yeah, Van was super cool. It like knocked the guy upside the head.
I'm a Radiant.
Nev looks at Van.
I'm basically a Radiant. I'm pretty much
Wait,
a Radiant
what?
now. Yeah, it's whatever. It's pretty much no big deal.
Do you have a spread?
Am I supposed to?
Huh?
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
I wonder, maybe because he's close to us?
I think it's
I mean,
probably
maybe.
because I'm close to you. But I think it
That
might be the
makes
reverse.
sense.
Like, I think you might have your powers from me.
Yeah.
I think. I think I'm starting to. I think I gave you
Mhm.
and Wave your powers.
That
I'm
makes
pretty
sense,
sure.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's
When
what
I
it
came
is.
out around the corner and I saw you, and then I burst into power. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, because like I made an illusion around myself
Yeah.
of light and power, and I breathed in. I breathed in stormlight. I did.
was
I
pretty
did.
cool.
It was really cool, and like cooler than anything I've ever seen. And then and then Alstrom comes around the corner. We make eye contact. And I said in my head, I was pretty clear in my head. I said, I hope Alstrom has some amazing, powerful tricks up his sleeve. Boom, erupts into light and energy and stormlight and power. So I think it's me. I'm pretty certain that it's me. I'm almost
I felt
sure.
the power coming from you, and I was like, he's got the power. I'm
Yeah.
going to use some of it.
You hear Wave?
Boom, illusions.
Lies. Lies.
Can one of the Spren please explain?
Jez
Nev just generally asks.
Jez
in
is
the room.
about to speak up and is like, well, actually, this is a phenomenon that is known as, and then Frame is like, they are called squires. Squires are a thing that happens when there are many radiants and their oaths are becoming strong. And when the strong oaths are solidifying even further, then the investiture that is inside of them bleeds off into those that hold the same ideals as them. I would be surprised if young Tira was not a squire of Feranial soon, or perhaps some of the soldiers that she surrounds herself, perhaps Lucamore. And like goes off for a minute, and then Jez as for the people at home, squires are exactly as Frame had said, and he goes off on a tangent, and then Jez whispers into Navali's ear. Squires are very much based around the strength of the oaths that are taken by the Radiant. Things are starting to come back to us as time moves along. The transfer between Shadesmar and here is really rough on us, and it robs us of a bit of our mental power, our cognition. So as we learn and we grow in strength, that strength can be lent to your allies. In all honesty, I wouldn't be surprised if someone like Falarin or perhaps even Dervin or Van, or sorry, not Dervin, or any of those, Dervin and Van started exhibiting squire tendencies from those they hang around more and more. Your kids are also capable, and they
Nev's eyes just pan over to Falarin like, Staring intensely. Does he have powers?
Falarin, as you're looking over intensely, like, could Falarin have powers? Is he capable? Is he one of the ones? He's like smearing. He's like smearing a big like glob of curry across his chin. He's like, hey, I think I got something on me. He's like, am I good? And it's like smeared all the way across.
Bear's maternal instincts kick in, and he gets up and like takes a napkin and dabs it and wipes it off.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, I'm gonna say no. Probably not.
I mean, Navali, I hate to say it, but if being a crusty orphan precludes you from being a Knight Radiant, I wouldn't have picked you.
I'm not.
You're not what?
Okay. I'm not crusty.
By some measurements, I'm sure you're not.
Nev looks mildly offended.
I'm just saying, the first thing that got installed here in the sheath wasn't a bath.
We have a tub.
Cold water and a scouring pad is a bath knot.
Okay.
Listen, we can worry about hygiene and decorum later. You're doing fine, and I think Falarin might be on his way, is all I'm saying.
Okay.
So, and then Frame finally finishes his big, long-winded, ridiculous, in-depth spiel about what squires are and how investment works inside of them and the distances that are involved, and if they get too far away from their Knight Radiant, then the powers start to fade, etc., 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 and it makes it easier for a Spren to bond a squire and all of this. He gives you all of the details. Everyone here at the table is aware of what a squire is. You have read the books, and a squire in this is very much the same. So you get the rundown, but then you feel that ever-present push. Tira and Fira and Nev and Bear and Alstrom were all attacked today. All of you. Every single one of you. 3 of them felt a little coordinated. The Cobalt Guard, the Agents of Rave, and the Skybreaker. Those are all connected to the Suns in one way or another. Bear felt a little more fateful. That didn't feel so coordinated or planned. Bear just happened to be up on a Windblade.
So they hit us with a full court press today.
You want to go do something about this now?
Well, if it's Rave's men running around, I have a pretty good idea of why.
Well, yeah. Can everybody be safe here while we do this?
I don't think anywhere is safe. This is as safe as any.
Just asking if Alshir can stay here for a bit while we go put our lives in danger again.
I think we should all stay here. We should all stay together somewhere, and this is probably the best place to do it.
Yeah.
Wave pipes up. There is a guard in Alstrom's basement.
Oh, we could. Yeah, that's right. When I left, oh my god. Van, did you put the guy into a block of creme? That was hilarious. I hope he's okay. We could probably go interrogate him.
It wasn't actually me.
Who did it?
Karov did it as he was coming downstairs.
Woohoo! Karov, nice one.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think it's safe to go back there, Nev?
To go to the shop?
Yeah.
I think it's safe to go there as long as you operate under the assumption that they are probably watching.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think it's safe to go anywhere right now, but
Well, it's safer to know than to not.
yeah.
What? Yeah.
I think-
I don't want to leave that guy there.
I think if we're doing nothing, we're making a mistake. As long as we're moving forward. They're
I
scared,
agree.
obviously. They tried to hit us when we were separated.
There's something else I need to tell you all.
Yeah.
I may or may not have pissed off Rave.
Ow.
I scared his men out of Little Herdaz and told them not to come back.
Nice.
Nice.
They keep
He was already after us.
they
Dervin.
keep pushing after
He's
your
like, nice.
family, so I told them to leave. Dervin, you were there.
Yeah, it's still nice.
I don't know if Dervin had a chance to tell you yet, Bear, so I'm saying it now.
No, yeah. I didn't know, but feeling a little antsy. I just want to go. I want to go kill the prick right now. To be honest with you.
If you want to back up, you let me know. I've got a bone to pick with Rave as well.
Seems like
I'm
he's
in.
hunting all of us.
It may not stop the attacks, but it might slow them down.
Okay,
We have to do something.
let's be smart for a second. I know that's not something we do often.
Nev sits back because she's not the brains of the operation.
Speak for yourself.
What if we thin their numbers over the next night or two? We lay a real trap for him. We do it right.
Mm-hmm.
Coordinated efforts between the four of us.
Yeah.
We're
Mhm,
finally going to do
mhm.
some proper hunting together. Excellent.
Frame speaks up and says, "There are 6 of them on the streets right now. They are still hunting Fira."
All right. Let's start there.
I mean, we can easily make illusions of whatever we need.
You to do that. You read my mind.
Do we want to interrogate this guard that may or may not be in my shop? Or should we just leave him be?
We should interrogate him, but I think perhaps maybe he's our second priority.
Yeah, let's worry about the ones that are upright and running around first, I think.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then after, let's go see if your guard in the basement is still there.
There's one last thing before we go that I'm not sure I should tell you all, but I do think I owe it to you. I know who killed my father and why, and it's good news for me, and it's bad news for us. Do you know the Herald? Do you know Nail?
I mean, Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, would I have remembered Bakarin mentioning Nell when he came to my place?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You mean like the Herald, the Nail?
He's still alive. And he killed my father. Because he was a Radiant.
Your father was a Radiant?
Yeah, I think so.
Why would the Herald be killing Radiant?
Because it opposes the natural law or something. I don't know. I heard him say something crazy. The man kind of sounds like he lost his mind. But after hearing what Nev said, I think maybe they've all lost their mind, you know? The sky, whatever's... They're hunting Radiance.
Is it because technically Radiants are heretics according to Vorinism?
Well, Vorinism can shove it, but yeah, probably.
I mean, I agree. I obviously gestures to exposed safe hand. I don't follow Vorinism, but I know about it.
Just so you know, there's somebody out there who really doesn't like us and is more dangerous than anything else.
You think they're here in the city now?
So Kamara
I think we'd all be dead. I think if Nair was here, we'd all be dead, to be honest.
I know that they were planning to come back.
They were planning to come back?
The captain I worked for before TRL, he works under now. Remember when he visited me during that high storm and he said that they had plans for Kholinar? I told you all about him stopping by and threatening me.
Yes.
Like your old
I
friend?
think. My old captain.
Mm-hmm.
I think they are coming back, if they're not already here.
Well, I think that's everything cleared up, right? Let's go, take out the trash.
All right.
Can I have healed myself in between when my last scene
yeah,
ended
you've had access to spheres, you've had access to Stormlight. You could have definitely healed yourself between then and now. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You can consider that a short rest if anyone wants to use recovery die or gain back some focus as well.
Yeah, I'd like
Does
to.
anybody have a new shirt? They kind of tore this one.
And I'd like to. Breathe
Van,
in
do
Stormlight
we
again.
have a similar build?
Van looks at you.
Van? He's tiny.
Van looks at you and says, "No, we don't. And you also can't have my shirt." But, and then he goes into like a satchel that he usually carries around on him. He's like, "You can have one of your shirts," and then hands you one of your own shirts.
Great, my own shirt off your back. Perfect.
No, I haven't been wearing it. It's just been for, well, you know.
That's why you're a squire, to carry these things. Good job.
Well, backwards, but yeah. We're gonna hand wave a little bit of the prep. I will say for the people at home to see, and for you folks to think, if there's anything that you wish to grab, if there's anything that you wish to do, a short amount of preparation before you head out into the night to go and confront these killers. Please let me know in between now and next game. But for now, I think that's where we are going to end our session. Folks at home, thank you so much. This was a wonderful, wonderful time. Some of us are going to be heading to a con this weekend, but we will be back in time for the Last Ideal next week. We may be a little drained, but we will be ready and raring for action. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. It means the world that anyone watches us at all. So spread the word, tell your friends. It's been a blast telling this story with all of you. Thank you so much. We are going to find somebody to raid out to. It's going to be Captain Robert, to be completely honest. Captain Robert is always the one that's live for us at this time.
Porque no T-Pain?
Because T-Pain doesn't have his raids turned on. And it's so sad. I get so sad.
Is he live right now?
I don't think T-Pain's live, no.
I was just joking.
No, yeah. I know. I wish. I truly wish that we could. But we're going to go and see Robert. Y'all have a wonderful evening. We'll see you on Tuesday. We won't see you on Saturday for Sanguine Dominion because because the storyteller happens to be absent. So yeah, we'll catch you next week. Have a great night, everybody. Tell your dog that we love them. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.